you're having California money come in, and what's going, and there's two reasons for it. One's an economic one, another one's about sex. There's the picture I made on one of my YouTube channel, one of my YouTube videos, where like it's all sexual, it's all a sexual competition, always has been. But it's always been intersexual competition, it always has been. What a bunch of people are mad about is people who made money over here, because it's all tech money, right? It's all tech money and stuff, and real estate money. They're coming over here, they're coming in, they're making me look shittier in my own neighborhood, and they're coming in with money, and they're making it harder for me in the sexual marketplace.
Yeah,
that's a part of it. And the other part is too is like they're bringing their fucking ideals I don't like. Which I that part I understand.
Their ideology,
they're bullshit, right? But guess who's getting rich? The Texans are selling to them.
Yeah.
And then they move to some other state, and they'll get, so it's like the people who actually own assets, it's Texans betraying Texans.
Yeah.
If you want to look, that's what you should really get mad at.
Culturally, they are. Economically, they aren't.
Yeah. And like the whole thing, fallout, stuff coming to Florida, that's not even going to happen. Like when I moved here during the good times, 3 years ago, right? Traffic was incredible here in Vegas. Like, oh my God. Then guess what? I started talking about it, so because me and Charlie are trendsetters, we started talking about it. All of California starts moving because everyone's moving to Texas, Nevada, and Florida. Those are the big three.
Zero income tax.
Zero.
Wonder
why.
Surprise.
Right? You want 30-40% less in taxes? Pretty, because like you know how like, all right, if you're paying, like if you're getting taxed at the max rate, right? Let's just say 40-something%. There is ways, you have some deductions.
Yeah,
some that'll lower it a couple percentage. If you don't have no state income tax, it's 15% less. And then you're at 30 and some change, and then so now you're paying 28, 26%. That's
don't forget about federal taxes.
Yeah, that's the federal taxes.
Okay.
Yeah, because you take the states away, right? And that literally will put you at this whole bracket where you're like, it is such a savings. It's like you go from paying 40 to 28.
Correct.
Maybe even 25. It's a huge amount of you're saving 40% on taxes. That is significant. Like I said this to a client of mine. Maybe I said this on YouTube. Like, I remember. I remember someone asked me like, how much did you pay in taxes 1 year? And I said like, all right, this is how much I paid. If I didn't, like, he's like, what would you have done if you hadn't paid those taxes on that? All that would have gone into the local Nevada economy. I would have literally, me and Charlie would have paid, we would have bought way bigger. We would have done way more. If you think we're doing a lot of stuff now, we would have done way more stuff. Because like a portion of it, I would have invested, a quarter of that would have gone back into crypto. Another quarter would have just been for savings. The other half, I would have literally all into the business. Right. Same thing with Charlie. We just have more, we'd be doing more stuff.
Oh yeah.
Who got fucked out of that? Nevada did.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of the federal government wins at the end of the day,
right?
To keep the plebs in line. I mean, I do kind of feel like taxes are used as a glass ceiling to make sure that, okay,
yes,
people who have made some good money, great, but you have to be like, what do you call it? You have to do that consistently for such a long period of time. People wonder, like, why does Bill Murray or these famous people go and do XYZ movie still? They're really old or something. These guys have made a lot of money. They got a lot of taxes they got to pay back. You know what I mean?
You need them residuals.
And so it's like even the people who make a lot, they just change the glass ceiling a little bit higher, and it's a way to keep people in line.
It's sort of like so. There's two things. There's one.
Now they're taxing eBay, and the $600 or not the $600, but the $20 you pick up off the goddamn street, they want their 50% too.
They want their 50% too, and then now they're taxing. So it used to be there was a certain threshold of money you have to make. So like they started doing this. Like, this is when I knew it was over for California.
Yeah, when they started
hammering down on they were about to do this. Basically, if you earn more than like $800 in anything, or I think they lowered it to $699. If you earn more than $699 in any little side job in cash, you have to report it, and you're going to get in big trouble.
Yet
that was in physical jobs.
Yet you can steal up to $600 or so from a store in broad fucking daylight, and you won't get thrown in jail for it anymore.
It's $900.
Oh, is it $900 now? Oh, even better.
It's $900. This is why
Walgreens deteriorate society a lot more.
This is why Walgreens and all big commercial stores started leaving out of San Francisco and other areas too, because it just becomes a giant problem.
Well, you can make six figures now stealing from fucking Targets and Walgreens. I bet in these places, it's like
Paul DeSantis
and do they make you report that? Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, there's a. So there's this
Oh,
guy.
misdemeanor. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
going to keep them from
No
stopping
felony.
to do that. Yeah, right.
If I remember correctly, there's some guy in San Francisco, super smart guy. He opened up his convenience store. He changed the prices to $9.50 on everything.
Okay.
And then when you go up to the store, they do a coupon and it takes the prices down to the original prices. So we did that. So anytime they steal anything from him, he could book them.
Oh,
Super smart.
That makes
That
sense.
like you steal anything, like this man stole $500,000 worth of stuff.
Mm.
That insurance
I've seen-
money kicking in.
I saw something the other day. It was like the dollar store employee had a gun and somebody came in and he shot him. And then the family was like, "Oh, it's terrible." It was like, what? Like somebody's not supposed to defend themselves anymore? They're supposed to like come in and steal everything? Like, it's wild.
It's
I didn't when I was still living in Japan over a year ago, I did not like, I thought that was social media blowing up America, trying to make it look bad.
I don't know.
And when I came here and I like, no, shit's real. Like, holy fuck. Like, what kind of, like, it makes zero sense. But anyways, I could.
like I'm telling you, everyone shits on California. California did not get to the position it's in terms of like how rich it is.
Yeah.
There's geniuses in California.
Oh, hell yeah.
Geniuses. There's so much intelligent people, hard work.
Some of the best in the world.
Yeah, some of the most hardest working Chinese people, like the most
We're the big
genius people in the world. Like some of the cream of the crop when it comes to like just intelligence live in these places, and then it's other people who end up converting it over, and then they get brainwashed, and then what happens is since they're making so much money, they start they're playing politics to stay making that kind of money. So a lot of them people are like, they act like libtards, and in private they're full on Republican, but they're not libertarians, but they're like Democrats they're the Republicans in Democrat clothing. They're just like just to hide themselves out and stuff because they gotta keep making this cash. But at some point it rots out so bad that they're like, I gotta get out. I mean, you know what the tall tale sign was when Joe Rogan left?
Yeah,
that was it right there. And I think that's what's been hollowing out like Hollywood and everything like that.
And Disney left,
and like just tons of stuff going down. But
or did not fully left, but more so than before.
So, but just to go back to the other point, like, it is other housing owners, the people. So if you own property in Texas, right? Texas land, I remember back in the day, wasn't worth a lot. Now it is. Now it's starting to be worth a lot.
Right.
So if you were a person who believed, if you were in early on Texas and you bought a bunch of Texas land, you have made a lot of money.
Yep.
Because what happens, it's a wealth transfer. You buy stuff when it's cheap, when no one wants to live. Who wants to live in Texas? Texas. Now it's like, dude, Texas is incredible. Like literally, I mean, that's exactly what's happened. And Austin, Dallas, all those places, like the prices have appreciated a lot. People are earning a lot of money, and like what's happened is like these extract wealth from these Californians. Fuck it, make that money off of them. It is what it is, but you have to play the game. Or some people, okay, I don't own any property. Let me own a business that they'll like. Making a ton of money, and this is what it is. It's products and services. It's capitalism, right? The same thing. If you want to get, whether we like it or not, like me, I do not want BlackRock in this. I don't want the banks in this. I don't want the central bank digital currencies in this. I don't want anything.
You will own nothing, and you'll be happy. You will eat the bugs.
But it's too fucking late. It's muddied water. We lost that shit already. It's too late.
Well, the average person has, yes.
Yeah. In terms of like, no, we lost the fight. The fight that we're gonna keep the banks out.
Exactly.
The crypto people sold us out a long time ago. It was sold out.
What do you mean exactly?
So,
in terms of within crypto?
Within crypto, Coinbase,
Coinbase.
Well,
Coinbase was always had one foot in each one.
Right.
I think, what was it? Y Combinator was their main VC. So they already had the inroads.
Y Combinator, oh my god. But what's what I'm saying is like all these companies, whatever you want to call it, right? All these crypto companies, XRP, XLM, all these other, a lot of some VCs came in, they all together allowed Wall Street to get in. Now they're in, and they're not fully in yet, but they're in, and basically it's like, okay, this is going to happen now. We're not going to get
colonization of crypto.
We're not going to get the full colonization how they want it,
right?
But we're not going to get our paradise like we want it.
Right.
It's going to be
because of Gary Gensler.
Yeah, it's going to be somewhere in the middle. It's still going to be better than what we have right now.
Yeah, I kind of view Gary Gensler as a land surveyor, right? He's coming in here and he's like, all right, how can I fuck this up?
And we're the engines.
Crypto natives.
We'll open the casino.
That's not a bad idea.
Cashy Palace, here I go now. But Mohican Sun. But when the money gets big, institutional will follow, right? But so it's get your piece of the pie, because like it's basically like they're coming in. The Californians are coming in no matter what.
Yep.
I'll sell them everything they want then.
Yep.
I'm gonna get rich in the meantime and protect myself and put myself in a position for me and my family.
Yep.
Do the fucking same. Like
Yeah.
there's no, and I wish it wasn't like that, but we have
The
to play
world
this
we
game.
live in.
It's the world we live in, and we have
Again,
to play this
people-
game.
You have to talk about reality. You have to talk about what the situation is, not what you wish it would be.
That's so funny, crypto natives.